The first 10 minutes of me getting in my car and driving to Ottawa, I didn't feel like I was alone in that car, if that makes any sense. I felt literally like I was almost being taken to Ottawa. Like it wasn't really a choice that I had to make, to be perfectly honest about it. And I didn't feel like I was going there alone. And when I got to the city, I felt like I was amongst a club of people that were spiritually enveloped by something. I was, as a child, baptized as a Roman Catholic, and my family were not churchgoers. I mean, we're talking weddings and funerals. And I have always, my entire life, struggled with the topic of God in religion. And I've never been able to reconcile organized religion with science. I just can't seem to make sense of the two. I'm a spiritual person. I believe in a higher power. I can't get behind organized religion per se. But an interesting thing happened to me during the convoy. The vast majority of people that I were there with were very, very devout Christians. And there was this air of a higher power over top of that whole entire city. I remember a meeting we had where the meeting started, and one of the guys, Tim, had said, do you mind if at the beginning of every meeting we start with a prayer? And I said, by all means, please. I don't pray. It's not something that I practice. Yeah, I have little conversations in my head, definitely I do. But when he said that, I actually welcomed it. I was happy that they were doing it, because I recognized that it was something that they needed. It gave them strength, it gave them guidance, and I think it gave them wisdom. And for me, if that's what they needed in that moment, I was perfectly happy to be a recipient of that as well. And I know there was a lot of times people would say to me, oh, I'm praying for you, or I said a prayer, and I always say to them, I say, then pray for wisdom and pray for good decision making, because that's what we need more than anything now. And I just, there was something different. I know I was surrounded by people, but we were all enveloped by something bigger and more powerful than us. I don't feel as alone in the universe as that I did before the convoy. I do feel like I'm always going somewhere with a purpose, most times. But I do have a lot of days where I'm like, what am I? What am I supposed to be? Like, what is the next thing that I'm supposed to do to make a difference? And I've been gifted this small amount of notoriety, and I've been gifted this voice. And so, again, I feel a sense of duty to use that voice that I've been gifted. It's just hard because it's like, how am I supposed to use this? And what is the message that I'm trying to convey? And that's a lot harder to figure out. I'm not done looking. And when I do find out what I'm supposed to be, how I'm supposed to continue to serve, then I will. And I don't know, am I serving a higher power, or am I serving the Canadian people? And is there a difference? Because I'm not sure. This book is an insider story. It's about my personal experience, and right or wrong, how I influenced the decisions we made during the People's Emergency Act.